flip-flop. King of flip-flop, also the head don of the sports mafia world. It is the E show with the man, the one, the only AJ Bokine.
Hey, as long as I'm the king of flip-flop and not the king of hip-hop, we're good to go.
You are the king of flip-flop. Maybe not hip-hop. I have a message for you from your good friend Russell Meyer.
What did he say?
He said he's been looking for us on the air and we should quit bouncing around so much in the times. And I said that's AJ's fault. And he said we were talking about you getting rides to places. And he said, well, it's a good thing AJ doesn't have his driver's license, because if he drove a car anything like he drove his wheelchair, we'd all be in great danger. There's a shot over the bow from your buddy.
Hey.
Russ Meyer.
Hey, he speaks truth.
That's a first.
He speaks truth.
That is a first.
I don't, in all seriousness though, I don't have the peripheral vision to drive, so.
Oh, well, you don't have the preference. You know what you have? You have rear view vision, because that's how you make your sports picks all the time.
Right, exactly.
In the rear view mirror. Oh, I believe the Bucks now. Let's talk Bucks, big dude. What's going on? What happened? Did you watch the game?
Oh, I watched the whole game, man.
Did you? You stayed up. What time did it end? Do you know?
11-12.
11-12. Okay, so was it? Tell us what happened in the game. First of all, go ahead.
Well, you know how Bobby got ejected in the first 7 minutes of the last game?
Yes, what was that, game 4, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, Bobby went off for 29.
I heard Bobby got into I read where Bobby got into a tussle anyway. He didn't get thrown out this time.
No, what happened was Pat Babb tried to take the ball from Obi Toppin, him on the ball, and Obi shoved Pat into the stands. So he got a technical for it. He didn't get Bobby didn't get a technical. Obi didn't get thrown out though.
Okay. Well, what was the score? Was it close?
115-92.
And the Bucks, were you surprised?
I was surprised by how well they played defense.
Why were they able to play defense last night and not prior to this in the series?
I think they were able to methodically slow the game down. 115 is a lot of points, but it's not really a lot of points considering the series.
Okay.
So I think they were able to methodically throw the game down. And, Pat Bev played really well. He had 12 points and 8 assists. So he played really well at the point guard spot. Now, I've heard some crazy theories.
Okay. Let's hear them.
Let's not bring the starters back. Let's roll with these guys. No, you don't roll with these guys. They played well enough to keep you in the series, but you don't roll with these guys when you got two big guns sitting on the sideline, if they're able to play.
If they're able to play. Okay, well, I got to tell you, I didn't watch a single play of it. I was hopeful. I had a weird feeling that the Bucks would win, but not based on anything. But when I woke up and saw the score and read how thoroughly the Bucks dominated the game, and saw like Tyrese Halliburton only had 16 points and whatever, it makes me think of you being with your Mafia connections. Is there any? It was almost as if the game was thrown. Do you have any inkling of that?
I don't think the game was thrown. I don't think that young teams can do that. If I were the Pacers, I'd look at all the young teams that closed out the deal right off the jump. Oklahoma City, Miami about to be closed out by Boston.
I'm surprised that one's still going on at all.
I'm surprised that New York is still going after Tyrese Maxey's heroics last night. Did you see that? 40.
I heard about it. Did you actually see it, AJ, when it was happening?
I didn't see the ending, no, because I was watching the Bucks game. But he had 46.
Yeah.
46, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm surprised it's still going. I still want New York to close it out because I think New York, Indiana, or New York, Milwaukee is a better matchup than Philly, than a banged up Philly squad. So
what? Okay, so getting back to my question, that you didn't get the feeling that anything was funny. It's just the Bucks were so dominant from the beginning. Is that what happened?
No, I don't think anything was funny. I don't think anything was funny.
But how did they so completely outplay them? I'm done with the funny stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not doubting you on it. But Why were they able to win by such a large margin after losing 3 games in a row?
The sixth man was in the game from the jump. I'll give the Card credit. They were in the game from the jump. And I think what happened was, I think Bobby getting thrown out kind of made him realize, whoa, we don't have much margin for error. So when he got thrown out, I think it kind of lit a spark under the team. Not for that game, but even in the fourth quarter of the game when they came back for now 17, I had a good. I'm not gonna say I had a feeling that they were gonna win, but I had a good feeling that they were gonna be competitive this game just because of of the the comeback they had in game 4.
Yeah.
With the group that they had on the floor. So
Yeah, they had a good, really good game. They lost game 3, but
it was a
good game, overtime, right?
Yeah.
And Chris Middleton was unbelievable. I will say that I always thought Chris Middleton was a good player. I didn't know why they were paying him that much, but he really has shown to be an excellent player in this series.
Yeah, you've shut a lot of people up, I think.
Yep. So do you think he has, do they, what do you do from here? What do the Bucks do? Are they bringing Giannis and Dame back, or have you heard anything about what kind of shape they're in?
Well, positive sign, they were listed as doubtful yesterday. They weren't listed as out.
Okay.
So, and Doc said they're really close, which in my mind means we're waiting to get till Friday and we'll see what happens.
Okay. So no guarantees that they'll play, but you think by far the best chance that they'll play.
I think one of the two of them will play, if not both.
Okay. Well, and if they come back, I mean,
I think Giannis has a better shot to play than Dame does because Dame's injury is kind of fresh.
Well, Giannis and Dame both need their legs to play their game. I mean, they're based on physical. Dame's so darn quick and get it to create separation, and Giannis is just like an unbelievable sky king. If he's hobbled, is he better off playing or not playing, AJ?
Well, I think what people don't realize is Giannis' defensive presence on Siakam would be a difference maker for the Bucks.
How did they? I'm sorry, but just before you go away from that, how did they contain Siakam last night? He didn't have many points.
He didn't get a lot of touches last night. They went zone a lot, and they had Brook on it, and it was really effective. So
okay. So if Giannis comes back, do you think they'll put Giannis on him or Brook?
Giannis.
Okay.
Just a 6'11" length, and I think Brook. The thing with Brook is Brook can play more drop coverage when Giannis is in the game because Giannis can protect the rim too.
Okay. Okay, so you're a believer. Let me ask you this. If neither Giannis nor Dame come back for Friday's game, can they win that game in Indiana?
I think so. And I'm not just saying that. I think I've seen enough from Pat Bev that, as long as he doesn't pick up a tee early like he did in the game 4, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, he was playing like an idiot sometimes. Yeah. That's just what you get from him. You get a lot of energy. You get a lot of questionable stuff going on.
A lot of antics, too.
Yeah. That's like you. You're like Pat Beverly. You've got antics going on all the time.
Yeah, right. But I think it'll be good. It'd be good. Doc will push. I think Doc's pushing the right buttons right now, and I think he split his rotation nicely yesterday.
So you give Doc Rivers credit as a coach. Is he doing a better job than Adrian Griffin would have done?
Holding this team together, holding the MASH unit together to be down 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe so.
So you think he was a worthwhile investment for the Bucks going forward?
I do think. I think so. And keep in mind they do have a pick swap this year, so they do have a draft pick this year, so they'll get a little younger legs too.
Okay. All right. Well, so you're feeling good. What time do they play on Friday? Do you know?
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow, Thursday. Okay. What time do they play on Thursday?
5:30.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that's a good starting time for us Milwaukeeans to go to bed early. Will you watch that game, AJ? Are you going to be watching some reruns of Third Rock from the Sun or Fat Albert?
I'm watching it with my brother.
You are? You're going to Crave?
Yep.
You rat. I've heard that's a good place.
I went to the Crave on Monday, too.
Oh, Is that your new hang?
Yeah, pretty much. They got a lot of TVs and a lot of like good people that they know how to. This is not a just a me comment. They know how to like line up with tables and stuff for me, so it's cool.
Yeah. Well, why not? You're giving them they did you a good turn, and you're giving them a little free pub. Way to go, AJ.
Right, it's good. It's good.
What do you eat when you go there?
I have the sliders with American cheese and onion rings, and order and order.
AJ, there was no. I barely got the question out of my mouth, and you were all over it.
I have the sliders every time.
Why?
Time. They're so good.
How many are there when you get an order of sliders? Three sliders. The little burger sliders, right?
Little burgers, and then you can order cheese curds and onion rings with it. So
cheese curds and onion rings. Holy shit! Is that enough fried food? Dr. Benwood's head would explode if he knew you were doing that.
And these cheese curds aren't small. They're not small. They're big.
So are you? So I take it that since you'll be doing the cheese curds and the fries and the sliders, that you're not going to the gym on Thursday. That you're going to eat and watch the Bucks on Thursday.
I'm gonna go eat, and then I'll go to the gym next Thursday.
Okay.
Because I gotta get the ride lined up with. I'm trying to get in touch with Ben so I can get it lined up. So.
Okay. All right. Well, that's great.
Because it was an early. If it wasn't an early tip, I'd go to the gym. But.
You liar! You'd still be eating cheese curds for 4 hours. That's all.
Yeah, right. You're right. You're right. Sorry, Margo.
Onion rings? You get onion rings?
They put onion rings on top of the sliders.
Oh.
I don't ask for them. They put onion rings. They come with it.
What do you put on? Would you put like anything? Do you put like ketchup on something like that, on monstrosity, or not?
On the burger?
Yeah. Do you have anything on it? What do you put on it?
Ketchup.
Ketchup, anything else?
No.
Just onion rings, ketchup?
Well, there's already cheese on it, so it's all good.
What kind of cheese do you get?
American.
Of course, you're an American boy. Well done. Good job, AJ. All right. So if anybody wants AJ to autograph their slider plate with ketchup, just come to, what time are you going to be at the Crave in Mequon?
Probably 5:30. Probably tip time.
Which is 5:30. So you're going to come in and make a scene right when everybody's trying to watch the game. The big shots here.
They better have. Hey, they know me there now. It's all
of
good.
course they do. Who could forget you? I've tried to forget you. What is the place big?
It's big, and it's smaller, but it's got a lot of TVs.
Okay. All right. So you're happy. You'll stay there through the whole game?
What?
You'll watch the whole game there?
Probably somewhere around there.
Okay. All right. Cool. Excellent. All right. Well, good for you. So anything else on the Bucks that you want to touch on?
No.
Okay. So you're happy. Anything else?
What I want to get into is the craziness that is going on with the Brewers right now.
Okay. What's the craziness that's going on with the Brewers right now?
They've been on the wrong side of a call 3 nights in a row. And Murph has been twice 2 nights in a row.
That's a good Irishman for you. Getting tossed 2 games in a row. Did he deserve to get tossed?
Neither time, I don't think.
You're such a homer.
No, I don't think so, because I don't know why they tossed Freddie last night anyway.
Why did he get tossed?
Well, apparently, I saw it, and he hit the guy on the 3-0 pitch. But it wasn't like it was on purpose. It didn't look intentional anyway.
Oh, AJ, you're such a homer.
No. Well, I mean, it was a 3-0 pitch.
Okay.
But they did throw at the first 2 Brewers on the inning prior to that, so might have been intentional.
Who's Tampa Bay's manager these days?
Kevin Cash.
I don't know him. Any good?
They're pretty good.
No, does he do a good job?
Yeah, it's been a World Series. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's pretty good. It's better than our managers have done in 40 years. 50 years.
We're going on 50 now, Jeff.
Okay, I was going to say thanks. All right. So, what's going to happen with the Brewers? Are they
They're gonna stabilize.
They're going to stabilize.
Uh,
Do you see them continuing to be in the hunt for a playoff position at the end of the year,
I do.
even with that pitching staff in shreds?
I do because I
Yep.
think they'll make a move.
It was what?
And now, keep in mind now they brought up their top 2 prospects.
Who's the other one?
Tyler Black,
What does he do?
plays DH, can play DH and outfield and first.
Are they ever going to bring a pitcher up? Or going to keep bringing back these retreads from other teams?
Hey, if you outscore teams, you don't have to bring pitchers up.
AJ.
But but I do. I wouldn't be surprised if Mizorowski's up middle of the year.
Okay. Until then, what are they going to do about their pitching staff?
Hold it here. I guess hold it together like patchwork.
Is Pat Murphy that good of a guy with handling pitchers, or how have they been able to do it so far?
They've just been able to go deep enough in games, like 4 2/3, 5, 6, and Freddie's been able to go deep in games too, so that helps.
But he got tossed yesterday.
Besides getting tossed yesterday.
What inning did he get tossed in, AJ? Do you know? What inning was it when he got tossed? Do you know?
6th.
6th. Okay. And they managed to hang on. They won like 8-2, didn't they?
Yeah, they were up 6-1 when he got tossed.
Okay. And after getting destroyed 2 in a row, it's good to come back with a win.
Yeah, and he was absolutely dealing, by the way.
Oh, well, then it's too bad they got bounced.
Yeah,
What is our manager Murphy looking at a suspension for getting tossed 2 games in a row?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Does he deserve one?
But no, because Guccione came back at him yesterday. The umpire, he went back at him. So but like they said, that was a very poor handling by the crew chief of the.
Guccione. Last Guccione I heard of, he was the publisher of Penthouse magazine. For God's sakes, maybe he's related.
Maybe I don't know.
Okay. Well, so is Guccione the crew chief?
Yeah.
And he handled it badly?
Yeah, he went back. Like Murph said his piece, and instead of like walking away, Guccione went back at him.
So Guccione, if he's the crew chief, he's going to be here for a few games, right?
Yeah, I'll be here for the next one too.
Oh God! So
which is tonight? Which is this afternoon?
Are you taking bets on if Murphy can get tossed 3 games in a row?
If he gets tossed 3 games in a row, I will clap.
Why?
Because that's a moment to be proud of.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm only kidding. But in all seriousness, that's not a good look.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you gotta let people know how you feel. I get it.
Yeah.
Like I could get tossed for sometimes if I would talk to you like that, but you never get anybody angry.
I never get anybody angry.
Yeah,
okay.
Everybody loves you. Hey, they don't know you well. All right, so Brewers, they're scuffling. They're fighting.
They're 4-3 in their last 7.
Okay, who's in first place in the Central?
Brewers.
How is that possible?
Cubbies lost yesterday.
Okay, are they going to be neck and neck with the Cubs all year?
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the top 2.
How are our favorite Cardinals fan Matt Cardinals doing?
Oh, he's in the basement.
Excellent. That's where he belongs. We should send him order a pizza and have it delivered down there.
By the way, Jack, you have Matt at the top of your mind. August 11th is the next Burning Man.
Okay.
So
can't wait.
For those who don't know, it's the next it's my aunt's famous tailgate party. So
very good.
At a Brewer game.
It's a lot of fun. In spite of Matt being a Cardinals fan, he still knows how to have a good time.
We in all seriousness, we give Matt a lot of crap on the show for being.
Of course, he deserves it.
Of course he does.
That's what he gets.
But
you know what his one redeeming quality is?
What?
Cindy.
Yeah,
That's
right, right.
that's it.
No, but the only thing I don't understand is he's not from St. Louis.
He's a flatlander. You can't trust those
He's
guys.
from Rockford.
Yeah, it's a flatlander, and
Yeah,
he's from Illinois.
right, right, right.
You can't trust those guys.
But no, it should be good. It should be good. So,
All right. Okay, so we've covered Bucks Brewers. Anything in retrospect? Any last look backs at the draft, or anything you have to say about that?
no, um, I was kind of disappointed that Austin, going to your favorite sport.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of disappointed that Austin Matthews didn't give it a go yesterday.
AJ, we were talking about the draft.
Oh no, oh no. The last look back I have is the $100 million. The $200 million the Falcons will put in their quarterbacks.
You say that, and you're pretty happy about saying that.
No, I'm not. I like Penix. I think he should play right away, but I'm not going to.
He's got to get out of there.
What do you
He's not
say?
even been there. He's not even been there. He's got to get out of there.
Yeah, right, right.
Okay.
But
All right.
but I didn't see a stat that the Packers cornerbacks they drafted this year
Yeah.
have given up like 3 touchdowns
A game?
in the past year.
Oh, okay. Well, they were playing in college, right?
Yeah, right. right.
Okay. AJ.
No, but it was a stat that someone posted.
Okay, hang on. There's something I wanted to.
Do you have draft grades, Jack?
Do I? No. I think you can never give draft grades. It's impossible. Because you're not going to know for years.
Right, 3 to 4 years at minimum.
Right. Okay. NFL power rankings after the draft. This is according to the Bleacher Report. 1 through 32. Who do you want to know?
Packers at 3, I'm guessing.
Packers, let's see.
6.
Oh, no, they're not that high. I saw this yesterday. The lowest rated Central Division team is the Bears at 25.
The lowest rated team?
Like the worst of the Central Division. They're at 25. Vikings are at 23.
Are they packing the top 15?
Hang on. Hold your horses.
Yep.
Okay, I'm zipping through here. Seattle's 18. New York Jets 17. Colts 16. Buccaneers 15. Steelers 14. 13 Cleveland Browns. 12 Dallas Cowboys. 11 Eagles. 10 Rams. 9 Green Bay Packers.
9. That seems about right.
Do you want to hear their write-up on them? Let's see, it's not that, or no.
You don't have to go that deep into it if you don't want to.
No, let's see. I just try here. The organization believes that it's the perfect time to have a chance to win the Super Bowl this year. Those conversations we had after the 49ers game were, man, work harder, try and find ways to get better next year because we're going to do it. The talent appears to be there. Green Bay's young wide receivers seemingly came into their own as the 2023 season wore on. Green Bay swapped out Aaron Jones at running back for Josh Jacobs. This year's draft class brought help on the offensive line in Arizona's Jordan Morgan, a potential starter at linebacker in Texas A&M's Edgerrin Cooper, and improvement in the secondary in Georgia's Javon Bullard. The Packers don't quite possess the loaded roster of their division rivals in Detroit, but they aren't far off. And as one of the league's youngest teams, there's room for improvement. As the players mature in Titletown. Sounds like a pretty fair write-up.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty fair write-up.
Let's see. The 6 is Buffalo. 5 is Ravens. I'm surprised they're not higher.
5 is Ravens.
Yeah. 4 is Houston. They have Houston ranked ahead of them, which is a mistake because they got that malcontent receiver who started in Minnesota, went to Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. And then number 3, Detroit Lions. That's pretty high. It's the highest I've ever seen Lions.
2, San Francisco.
Yep.
1.
Who do you think
Kansas
won?
City.
Yeah, of course. They deserve it.
Yeah, they do.
Back-to-back
By the way,
and
Travis Kelce just got an extension.
I saw that. Not surprising. They had to pay him.
No.
They traded that L'Jarius Sneed. He wanted more money than they could afford with the salary cap, that cornerback, but they seem to be pretty good in the secondary. They added the fastest receiver in the draft in Texas,
Yeah,
Xavier Worthy. They also
yeah.
added. They
My
also
only question about the draft is what was Buffalo doing?
well
Buffalo
Buffalo.
had that. Buffalo had that spot. Traded with Kansas City for a receiver that they needed, and they give it to Kansas City.
Buffalo got receivers in the draft, dude.
I know, but I'm saying they could have gotten them for. They could have gotten the fastest receiver in the draft with that pick and standing pan, but they didn't.
Here, let's see. The Buffalo Bills made one of the more eyebrow-raising moves of the offseason when they traded veteran wide receiver Stephon Diggs to the Texans. Combined with the loss of Gabriel Davis in free agency, a potential Super Bowl contender was left with a gaping void at receiver. Buffalo traded out of the first round in the 2024 draft, but it did take Florida State's Keon Coleman. Is that the guy who was at Michigan State, AJ?
Yes, sir.
He was great.
He's tough.
At the start of round 2. They got him in the second round. That's a steal.
He's tough.
The Bills' top pick joins a depth chart in desperate need of someone with his talent level, one that Josh Allen told general manager Brandon Beane he was a fan of ahead of the draft. The receiver has an exuberant personality to go along with it.
He's one tough individual.
Yeah. Wait. Okay.
I do have a favorite pick in the draft though.
Who's that?
My favorite pick
in the whole draft for any team?
Yes.
Okay.
My favorite pick in the draft is Jalen Daniels to Washington.
Why?
I just think they're going to be surrounded. And keep in mind, they have two experienced, not NFL experience, but experienced quarterbacks now, because they also signed Sam Hartman to be his backup. So
Sam Hartman, that old man, he got out of the senior living center to join them.
Yeah, he did. So I
think he dyes his beard brown because it's gray.
It is gray. You're right about that one. But I do believe Washington is going to be a sneaky team. They spent a lot of money in free agency.
Who'd they get in free agency, AJ?
They got I can't remember the whole list. They got like 9 players.
9 players?
They revamped their whole roster.
Well, they had to, right?
Yeah.
They got a new coach. The guy who was at Atlanta's
coach and ownership.
Yeah.
And they're staying in DC or Virginia or what? Not
right. They're staying in the same area.
Just outside of DC.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm just looking quickly to see where they ranked in the Bleacher Report list. And what they said. Hey, is Jonathan Taylor still staying with the Colts? Do you think he's going to be there long term?
I don't think he'll be there long term, but he's there right now. I believe this is my prediction.
Okay, go ahead.
Braylon Allen will have a better stretch of a career than Jonathan Taylor will.
Really? Didn't he get drafted by the Jets?
Yeah. I'm not saying a better career. I'm just saying a better stretch.
Well, they have a terrible offensive line. Did they fix that up, the Jets?
Yeah, they spent some money there in offensive line, and they brought back Morgan Moses, who used to play for Baltimore.
Who's Morgan? What does he play?
Offensive tackle.
Okay. By the way, I found it. Bleacher Report, NFL post combine power rankings have the Washington Commanders at 27.
27. There wasn't a lot there to begin with. So.
Right. They had Jaden Daniels, as you said.
There The cover was pretty bare to begin with.
They say they have the worst offensive line in football, which is not good news for Jaden Daniels.
No, he's not gonna. He's probably gonna have to start right away too.
Yeah, he's gonna be running for his life.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but you like them. We'll have to keep an eye on them.
Yeah,
That's
I do
a-
like them.
Okay, that's a
I have
good
a
call.
major announcement in
Oh.
regards to the show.
Okay,
I am arranging, with Jack's help, a guest list for us. So
You're
we'll
pretty-
have guests.
you're pretty stoked about this guest list.
I am because a lot of them, believe it or not, some of them have Mafia connections. Others don't.
AJ, you're connected to everybody in the world one way or another. Every
But I'm
powerful
excited.
person.
I'm excited because there's one of the guests that volunteered to be on the show was my college coach Pat Miller,
Okay.
and then another one was Mike McGivern from WSSP, whose show I was on. So I figured I'd return the favor.
Okay, well, that was big of you. You should have gotten him cleared with me before you invited him on.
Right. I'm sorry about that, Jack.
Okay, yeah, you don't sound sorry.
No.
Okay, so that's two, and then there are more surprises in store as the roster of guests rounds up.
Yeah, there are more surprises in store as we go along.
The other big news regarding AJ is also going to be making a return appearance. The Jack Henke Show is coming back to YouTube.
May 7th, right?
May 7th, Tuesday night, 5 to 7. AJ is going to be on, if he can do it at that time. 5:15, his old slot, 15 minutes into the program. You let us know if that works for you.
I can do that. I just have to remember not to go to bed.
At 5:15?
I do go to bed early on Tuesdays, but I can do that.
All right, what time do you eat dinner?
4.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully you'll still be in a food coma from dinner. We can pick on you. You'll be defenseless.
No, it's all good. I'm excited to be back on the show and excited to get rolling again.
Well, Bulldog's excited to have you back. I can't say that I am.
And we're going and keep in mind we're going strictly to YouTube.
That's right. That's right, baby. The Mafia is coming to YouTube. So there.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, great.
Now it's time for your favorite segment.
Okay, my favorite segment is AJ's advice and words of wisdom on life and sports, not sports and life. Life is first, right, AJ?
Life is first. Life is always first.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, my words of wisdom today: don't hit the panic button in life.
Okay.
There's a reason for everything that happens in your life. You may not see the reason of that action today or tomorrow, but everything that happens in your life happens for a reason, regardless of what it may be. There's always a lesson that comes out of everything, whether it's positive or negative. So just go with the punches and you'll learn something from everything you do. Whether some stuff bad may happen, some stuff good may happen, but you're always going to learn something from it. So that would be my advice, is just keep in mind that you always learn a life lesson from whatever happens in your life. So that's my words of wisdom for today.
Those are good words of wisdom. Don't hit the panic button. Something happens, take a deep breath. Think about, okay, something happened. It's how you frame what you're going to do next about it.
Yeah, it's all about taking the next steps, right, Jack?
You bet.
You can pause for a second, but you have to take the next steps in terms of, like, one door closes, another one opens. So just always take the next steps forward, whether it's forward. And growth is not linear, so just keep that in mind too.
Okay, that's pretty darn good, AJ. For once, it wasn't something you read on the back of a milk carton or something. It's something you came up with by yourself.
It wasn't.
That's good. Don't hit the panic button. Pause, but don't freeze. Pause and then decide what your next step is.
Breathe and don't freeze.
There you go. That sounds really good. Okay, well, and the Bucks didn't hit the panic button. They're still in it.
Yeah, they're still in it. Oh, before we go off the air, too, I forgot. Wisconsin landed 2 players. Wisconsin Hoops landed 2 players this weekend.
And are they any good?
one led his team in scoring with 16 points a game.
Who? What team?
Cameron. Cameron. I don't remember his name.
Okay. That's okay. We'll get him.
Central Arkansas, and then Xavier Amos, a high school player.
Wow.
So,
AJ Store, I saw his name connected with something with NIL money. Did you hear anything about that?
too much. Yeah, it was some violation of the NIL money or something.
Where did he go? Does he have he's gone anywhere yet?
Kansas.
Kansas is dirty, man.
Yeah, they are. They got 6 new players plus they got Hunter Dickinson coming back. I don't know how.
As long as they have Hunter Dickinson, they're going to drop like a stone. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's a big stiff.
Yeah, he is a big stiff. Okay, well, you managed to go through the whole show once again without mentioning the Stanley Cup playoffs, the best playoffs in the world. No.
I did. You wanted to go to the draft. I did.
You didn't manage that. You didn't manage to say that the Toronto Maple Leafs off the mat came back, won in overtime in Boston. So they're down 3-2. Now they're
I was disappointed that Matthews didn't play.
Well, how can you be disappointed in that he didn't play? So what? The team won. Did you say you were disappointed that Dame didn't play?
No, but I'm saying,
You're picking on Matthews, man.
Matthews was sick.
You have no idea how he's feeling. Don't hit the panic button. Didn't you listen to yourself, for God's sakes?
Right.
You got to give him some credit.
Right. I do. I just said I was disappointed he didn't play.
The Nashville Preds, they came back. They were on death's door, too.
The Preds. Fighting Preds.
They're still down 3-2, but now they're going back. And both those teams are going home. You weren't going to give them any credit.
Dallas, in the Dallas, what series that were Dallas and Vegas? Nobody's won a home game?
I know. It better not start tonight because they're back in Dallas tonight.
That's crazy. Nobody's won a home, which means Dallas is going to have to win a home game eventually, or someone's going to have to win a home game eventually to close out the series.
That's right. One way or another, right?
Right. Exactly.
Oh, you've been following. You actually, what do you know? You actually follow a little bit of hockey. Usually, you're dissing it.
I do.
AJ Bocchini.
That's
Okay.
That's what happens when you watch Tony Reale at 4:00 in the afternoon. On a Tuesday.
All right. Well, you have a great Wednesday. Thanks for your life advice. I really like that segment this week.
You too.
And
we'll see you Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. You're the one who blew it off last time.
Yeah, I work. I don't want to work today. I don't work this week. So.
Okay. All right. So this Saturday you're good. We should be on at 10:30 per the usual.
My next tournament is in June, so we should be good for a while.
Okay. You're big timing us left and right. Every time you're just like, oh, I can't make it. I got this commitment. Oh, I got this commitment. What about your commitment to CPL radio, for God's sake?
I am committed.
You're committed, all right. You're like a recruit. You decommitted. You're like AJ Store, going where the money is. Yes.
I decommitted. All right, America, international.
All right, and don't forget, if you can arrange it, next Wednesday night, the Cedarburg Authors Circle.
September 8th. I will let you know on that. We have the little one is coming some point.
So? You're not babysitting for it. What do you care?
I'm going there next weekend.
Oh, God. All right. Well, good luck to everyone on that. Hopefully everything comes out and is very healthy on all ends, and everything have a successful birth of the first either niece or nephew of AJ Bocchini.
They don't know yet.
I know. That poor kid. It's gonna be.
They don't know. Oh, the kid knows.
I'm just thinking of all the bad advice here, but don't be blowing secondhand smoke on that kid.
Hey, he or she gets free rides.
No. Oh yeah. Oh no. Into the lake. AJ, you're beautiful, man. Okay, everybody. That's all I can take. That's all I can. As Popeye would say, that's all I can stand, and I can't stand no more. So, have a great week, AJ. Great advice. Good recap. Way to go. You stayed consistent on blowing off the NHL. I was not disappointed. We will see you on Sunday morning at 10:30 right here, and on Tuesday at 5:15 you'll be back joining the Jack.
10:30. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Right.
yep.
All right. If something comes up, if you got to drop a niece or a nephew in the lake, let me know.
All right, brother.
Might change the timing. We'll get it.
All right.
All right, AJ. Great job. Have a great say
Peace.
hello to the Mafia and to the family and to
Peace
the boss.
Mafia.
All right. Take care. Go Bucks, go. Right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
Pat Murphy, stay in a game once.